Welcome in. Good afternoon. It's the Ticket Punchers here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. I'm your host, Roman Kelly, joined by my co-host here, Curtis Phillips, and my other co-host here, JR Anderson, as we take you down to 6 o'clock as we do per usual on the Big X, where we get into all things sports betting, all things in the weekend of sports, and, of course, all sports, whether that's college football, college basketball, NFL, or NBA action. You can find it here on the Ticket Punchers, where we punch tickets. Fellas, how are you guys doing today? I'm excited to get into the weekend bets and recap last night's bets, but we also got a little bit of Louisville football tonight. I'm sure you guys will be tuned into. So what are the vibes like for Curtis and JR right now? Curtis, how are you feeling?
Going good, man. Curious to see what the Cards do tonight after our upsetting loss last week. So I'm doing good all around.
Love to hear that. JR, how are you, my man?
I'm good. Today's actually Friday. So remember last show, I thought today was Friday, but today's Friday. So yeah, ready to get the weekend started, fellas.
Yep, we've got some fun, exciting action here as we are all three Louisville fans. So we'll get into the Louisville football game tonight, see if we can find any punches that we may like, any jabs that we may like in that game, of course, and just give out a little bit of talk a little on the state of Louisville football and where we think they're headed going forward. Maybe if we can come together and see if we want to live bet the win total or something like that while it's still open. I do want to get right into last night's bets because we've got some official punches to recap on. We didn't get JR in on the show yesterday, so we want to talk to JR about how his night was last night. But Philly, we'll start with you. How are your official punches looking last night here on the Ticket Puncher Show?
Yeah, it's been a rough week, to start off. We go 0-2 again last night. Missed on DeAndre Hunter and the Purdue and Alabama over. So, yeah, looking to, get some motivation, going into the weekend. So yeah.
Yep, got to get back right there. I have had like a third straight day of going 1-1 on official punches. Somehow, some way, Diggs does the job for us last night, covering his yards. Grayson Allen not doing the job for us. He had a shaky first quarter there and then didn't get many opportunities later on in the game for good looks, but he only finishes with 8 points, I believe, out of the 15 that we needed. So I go 1-1 last night. Fellas, we hit the triple punch parlay. Love to do that. We hit Yusuf Nurkic 10+ rebounds. We hit the Jalen Johnson 8+ as well. If you missed that, you got to get on the Ticket Punchers X page at ticket_punchers. But JR, what did the last night of betting look like for you? I know we got the Monday Night Football posted, or the Thursday Night Football parlay posted. How are you looking last night?
Pretty good. How many yards did Tyler Johnson have? That's the only one I can't find. Did he not have any? Thought he had Tyler Johnson. Anyways, yeah, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of the 8 I know for sure were covered at 100%, and then the only one that I can't find is Tyler Johnson for 10+ receiving yards. For some reason, he's not popping up.
Is that the Jets receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he had none.
Well, then that's the only one that missed. Mason Taylor, 25 yards covered. Mac Hollins, 10 yards covered. Stephon Diggs, 4 receptions covered. Hunter Henry, 3 receptions covered. Breece Hall, 2. Demario Douglas, 10 yards. Tyler Johnson, I'm guessing 0. And then A.D. Mitchell, 10 receiving yards on the nose. He had exactly 10, which is but I will say he was targeted like 7-8 times. He had so many drops in that game, dude. It was alarming.
I want to look into college basketball tonight for just a bit before we start giving out picks and punches, just because there's a good amount of games on. We've got Kentucky in action tonight. A few other teams like Duke playing tonight. Not any good top 25 matchups, obviously, but a couple of top 25 teams that are going to be in action. Again, UCF, Texas A&M's playing. We've got an Xavier Iowa game. Michigan playing TCU after they looked a bit shaky against Wake Forest. North Carolina is going to be in action. So just a good amount of Friday night college hoops that we're going to be able to see. We do have a UCLA Arizona top 25 matchup at 10 p.m. on Peacock. Curtis, Have you been able to get into this slate of college basketball or yet or not? Because I've got a couple of team totals I was looking at. Wanted to maybe get your opinions on. And with that big of a slate, I'm sure you maybe had a game or two in college basketball you looked into. So I just want to give a couple of games that we're all maybe interested in looking at tonight, give a couple jabs out in college basketball. Maybe if there is an official punch somewhere for us, then we give that out as well. But Curtis, college basketball tonight, a lot of not necessarily powerhouses playing, but a lot of name brand teams playing. Is there anything you were able to get your hands on that you feel like the books are able to show a little bit of love with the odds?
Yeah, so there's a few team totals that I took, but unfortunately the odds have went the other way, so I guess you can still get them at a good number. I took Kentucky's team total over. I was kind of on the wrong side of it because I took it at 94.5 this morning, but I mean, you can get it at 91.5. I don't love it as much now with the news of, Lowe, I believe. They're a star guard. I believe he's going to have to undergo some surgery, I
So
believe.
shoulder surgery, it seems. He got hurt.
Yep, so I didn't know about that news. So, but I still think, after the loss to Louisville, they can still put a lot of points up. They're gonna be pretty mad off of that loss. So yeah, that was one of the team totals I took, and then I believe it was Ole Miss. They face Cal State Bakersfield. I got their. This also went the other way, about 2 or 3 points as well. I didn't see any injury news on Ole Miss, but yeah, I took Ole Miss team total over 84.5. All 3 games they played, they've hovered around that 83 to 89 range. So I think they can do that again against Cal State Bakersfield at home.
I like that play. I like that play there. A good amount for sure. I like Georgia Tech to cover tonight. Going up against Georgia, a bit of a rivalry game there. I get Georgia's got an athletic team, but Georgia Tech is no slouch of a team either. They've got some guys on that team that are going to play hard and defend hard. I think just in a little bit of a rivalry spot there. 15.5 feels too long. I'm going to make that an official punch for me in college basketball tonight. Number one for me going to be Georgia Tech plus 15.5 going up against Georgia. That's my first official punch. I liked that one in college basketball. Another game that I was going to be kind of looking at here was the Illinois-Colgate game. And I mean, Illinois, they have done some damage to some teams already this season. Illinois, they held somebody to like a crazy number. I don't have the actual numbers pulled up in front of me right here. I need to go get those. But I like the under for Colgate at 66. Their point total as a team. I think Illinois is going to run them off the floor, if I'm being honest, fellas. They had a good game against Texas Tech, held them to 77 points, but Jackson State, a team that's, I feel like, not as bad as Colgate. I mean, it's obviously worse than Colgate, but 113 points, held them to 55, scored 113 points again, holding Florida Gulf Coast to 70 points. So I think Colgate's about right there with kind of Florida Gulf Coast, but I think they're a little bit lesser. They don't typically like to run as much as Florida Gulf Coast either. So I think Colgate under 66.5 here tonight on their team total, as they've obviously, their 3 games, losing to Michigan State 80-69, losing to Northeastern 68-65, and then beating Drexel 90-83. So going under this mark once, getting right at it one other time, and going over in a game in which they should have gone over that. And here in a matchup against Illinois, though, I don't think they're going to reach that 67-point mark, fellas. I'm going to make that my second official punch for tonight. Actually, not a jab. We'll go Colgate under 66.5 points. You guys know me. I'm not one to typically take unders, but unless it's a live bet. But that's going to be my first 2 official punches in college basketball. Outside of that, I'm just going to be game cast watching, just staying in tune with who's playing, seeing who looks good, who looks as expected, and who doesn't. JR, anything you want to add to the college basketball slate? Anything you were able to notice, get your hands on? Feel like you got the books slipping? You're pretty prone to catching the books slipping, JR. You'll go and do your digs and figure out some of those lines that they just don't have right. Obviously, that's typically easier to do with player props than it is team props and stuff, but you can sometimes find lines as well for the spreads in that kind of direction. What are you looking at?
So last night I looked through a total of 78 lines for college basketball just because I was trying to get a little bit more familiar with the teams this year. I found 6 that I like. The first one being Arizona over UCLA money line. Arizona's 8-0, 100% in their last 8 games as a favorite. It's minus 128. That's a line that I really liked. The only caveat is
Arizona money line straight up tonight.
Arizona
over UCLA
at UCLA
as an underdog, right?
Yep. No, Arizona's the favorite.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My favorite.
Against UCLA. UCLA's at home. Anytime that happens, that's an automatic red flag in my book. And
UCLA hasn't figured it out either. Mick Cronin, their coach, has said some crazy things in some press conferences. It doesn't look like those players, Donovan Dent, the big name they brought in, not really playing all that well, and the guys kind of not really coexisting very well with them. I like this spot here, JR.
Yep. I love that one. Just switching my cameras here. So that's the first one. Second one, I love New Mexico. Rick Pitino's son, 14-1, 93.3 in their last 15 games as a favorite. They are facing, I believe it's UNM, and it's minus 192. So obviously a parlay piece, but it's a 93.3% hit rate in their last 15. They've only lost 1, so that's a really good line if you want to parlay it in a little 2 or 3 piece there. Clemson Tigers, 19-3, 86.4% in their last 22 games as a favorite. That's another one. They're at Georgetown. I think this game will be a little bit more spicier from what I was looking at through the numbers. Georgetown has a pretty good team. It's minus 152, but like I said, anytime that a team is favored against another team and that team is at home, that's a red flag automatically. So minus 152 on the Clem line. And then our old rival, who's no longer in state, Calipari at Arkansas. Razorbacks are 6-1, 85.7% against the spread in their last 7 games at home, minus 25.5. You know, they're playing Sam, which I don't even know who that is, but 85.7%. I like Arkansas. Arkansas brought back a lot of talent. So minus 110 if you need something a little bit closer to the even kill range.
I liked Arkansas. I was going to maybe make that a jab for today, 25. I think it went up. I think I saw 23.5.
The analytics
had gone up.
If you want to water it down by a couple points just to squeeze a little bit out of the juice, 22, 21, it's still really good, minus 150-ish. But that's these are the really, really good lines that I've found so far.
So you had Arizona money line, New Mexico money line, and Clemson money line, and then the spread for Arkansas tonight.
Yeah. And I had one more, but High Point money line.
High Point money line.
Yep. So
touching High Point tonight,
the 90 percentile from the insights. High Point Panthers are 5-0, 100% in their last 5 games on the road. So I've been playing the numbers. I've been taking my bias out of the names and the numbers next to the names, and it's been working. So I'm
with it.
Yeah, playing the numbers. So
I'm with it. I'm with you there. Get those in. We'll have those in on the @ticket_punters tonight if you want in on those. Love that, fellas. Got a nice little college basketball dig there to start the show. What you guys think of Thursday night football? Actually, Curtis, any other college basketball you wanted to add before we transition?
I was going to add one.
No, I think it's it for me.
Oh, you had a reaction to a Curtis prop, JR?
Yeah. So his team line for the Ole Miss is an excellent line. The over for that game, minus 140.5. This is like trending right now. Everybody's hammering it. It's 100%. So the over has hit in 8 of Ole Miss's last 8 games at home. So very, very solid line. So
their team total for Ole Miss tonight that Curtis gave out earlier in the show.
To pair with the total over for the game, 140.5 has hit.
That's
8
low.
Out of 8, 100%. Yeah. So really good line.
Little 2-leg same game parlay there if you want. If you wanted the additional to the Curtis official punch there, go ahead and add that. Get yourself some extra juice. Like Jared just mentioned, has hit 8 straight. That's a very, very high success rate there. People thinking that Ole Miss are going to come down and just D up and not let other teams score some points. I mean, yeah, they're going to win. They're going to win by a good margin, but it's not like it's college basketball. You get up 20, and now you're a little bit more willing to let that layup go down on the other side, right?
Even if they score 90 and the other team scores 70, you still cover.
Yeah. So I like it. I love those insights there, JR. I really appreciate you adding that to an already great punch from Mr. Philly Picks right there. Fellas, let's transition before we giving out more official punches and looking into the night of sports. What did you guys think of Thursday Night Football last night?
It wasn't a blowout.
Matt Childers, Matt had the under.
He covered by a touchdown, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to get your all's takes. What reads you had last night? What went right in your head and what went wrong with what you were predicting was going to happen? I mean, we kind of knew the Patriots were going to have its moments offensively, but it took them a while, right? And it wasn't really clean football for the entirety of the game. What did you guys think last night of college Thursday Night Football?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I covered a Louisville volleyball game last night. It was right at 8:00. So I honestly didn't get to watch. I watched like the last 8 minutes of this game, but I honestly didn't get to see any of it. So can't really, say how the game went. I know the Jets didn't look. I leaned the Jets to cover, which they depending on what number you did, they covered, but. Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, I really have not much opinions because I didn't get to catch most of the game. So,
what'd you think, JR? No worries on that.
Anytime you got more rushing yards than passing yards in an NFL game, I just find it completely disgusting. I mean, Justin Fields, 15 of 26, 116 yards with 1 TD. And y'all, I mean, when we had the preseason talks about of the Jets, I love Justin Fields. I had him in offensive, player of the year conversations, but I was completely wrong, dude. Like, he had 67 yards rushing. Brees Hall had 58 yards rushing, and the receiving core, like, they got the receptions, but just no yards, man. I don't know if it's because Wilson's out. I mean, as far as our props go, we went 7-1 overall. So, I mean, I feel like as far as the props for me, I was close. I also had Drake May plus 175, Drake May 1 passing TD, and Travion Henderson 50 yards rushing, which I'll cover it for a little, minus or plus 100 play. But the game went as we expected it to, man. I mean, I don't really have too much other than, on the Jet side. Like
Justin Fields just doesn't really have it as a passer. I thought he did. I mean, it's funny because he shows flashes, right? He'll show flash where the pocket kind of collapses a bit, makes the right move to open himself up, stay in the pocket, and he'll make a good throw. And then the next time down, clean pocket, and he'll sky his man. Yeah. It's just he just isn't accurate like he needs to be at this point in his career. I mean, at this point, fellas, call me crazy. If I'm him, I'm like, let me go bulk up and get as big as I possibly can and figure out who wants to make me a Taysom Hill, right? Because I can throw it. I've got the ability. Who has a quarterback that they don't trust all that much and they want a tool guy like this? Because, I mean, if Justin Fields can catch the ball even a little bit, I would go make him a Taysom Hill. Direct snap, he's going to run it every time. But we are going to throw a trick play in there where he's going to go play action and throw it because he has the ability to, and he's kind of like our third-string quarterback anyway. He needs to take that route. Go be a tool player. Go be an athlete. Be a backup quarterback that is also willing to come in there and make plays if need be. That team that kind of has that culture, right? He needs to go be the backup for Jared Goff is what he needs to do. Like, go for the Lions. Go be the backup for Goff. Go learn how to play good offensive football.
I also feel like he needs a pro like a O'Connell, a Sean McVay, or Shane. Like, he needs someone to understudy for a little bit and maybe sit behind a Goff or someone, but he needs to just learn the game, learn how to read. But also, I feel like the last two offenses, even Chicago, I mean, was he a number one pick? I know he was a top pick. So, I mean,
two bad offensive lines in a row.
Yeah. So, I mean, the offensive system that I see him in needs to be spread with a, kind of like a Lamar, Louisville read option, RPO routes, things like that. And he hasn't really gotten the chance to do that. And the one time he did was that last year in Chicago where he went berserk, not so much passing, but he needs more of a pro style offense compared to this Army college style that they're running right now. It's a
run. He got back from injury.
Yeah,
he got back from injury in Chicago, and like his last 6 games there, he was a true dual threat. They weren't throwing it a bunch, but
I wanted to keep him.
You couldn't predict it either.
Yeah,
I wanted
I
it
like
too.
The Steelers fit last year. I thought that was fine.
Was he 4-1 as a starter in Pittsburgh or something like that?
Yeah, I like the Pittsburgh fit.
The one thing I noticed about him is, man, it's confidence. Like when he has the belief of the coach, like he can play and manage very well. It's when he makes a mistake and then he gets ripped, or the game goes south very fast, is when I see him turn into that hold it, take a sack, or just roll out, and doesn't make much happen. But like, he has the talent. He just needs a quarterback coach like the O'Connell, Shanahan, McVay, Andy Reid. Like, pray to God nobody like that gets their hands on him, or Anthony Richardson. He's another one that's in that boat.
Yeah, if you get them, like, gosh, give Anthony Richardson, put him, like, if you would have put him by Mahomes like 2 years ago.
I'm telling you, someone's going to trade for Anthony Richardson within this next offseason to next year. I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be a stud. He just needs to be in the right system.
Yeah, like go. If actually he could sit behind Stafford to end his career out and just learn that McVay, learn from Stafford.
Stafford only got maybe 1-2 left.
Yeah. Great points there, fellas. Great points. But we'll have to do this quick because we got to get some official punches out tonight and the triple punch parlay out tonight. But just quickly, as we look in the slate of NFL football, any games that you guys are pinpointing, we'll get into player props because we're going to stick after a little bit here. But is there anything you guys are looking into for particular official punch-wise for Sunday NFL team or team total related?
Team or team.
I got a lane. I haven't done too much of my NFL dig just yet, but I think that Rams and Seahawks is going to be some fireworks there. I already mentioned that was a game I was looking forward to watching. But I think, two really good defenses, but I think the offenses are going to, prevail at the end. It is kind of a high total at 48.5, but there's just one lean to the over for me.
I've got an official punch right now, right here on the Ticket Puncher Show, Friday, 5:52 for Sunday. And that, fellas, is on CBS at 4:25 p.m. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to visit the Denver Broncos. And for some reason,
upset alert.
For some reason, I'm feeling the Chiefs spread on this game. I'm feeling the Chiefs spread on this game. I like, there is a potential upset alert here. We know what the Broncos have been able to do, but the way that the Chiefs have played recently as of late, I'm really feeling Mahomes getting into that groove right now. They haven't been the best on the road, only 1-3 on the road to a Broncos team who we know hasn't lost at home this season, fellas. I don't know. I'm superstitious about these kinds of things. I think when a good team like that comes into your home field, you're feeling good, like you haven't lost, like you've got the ability to win just because you're on your home field. If this is a close game like they're suggesting it may be with a 3.5-point spread and a 44-point total, give me the Chiefs here in a close one. Mahomes down late in this game, getting the job done to a Denver team who hasn't had to feel that way on their home field so far this season. Actually, I think they did get the one comeback win on their home field. But I like the Chiefs there. 3.5. I've already taken 2.5 on a parlay. So I'm just letting you guys know. Took that minus 2.5. I think the Chiefs are going to be able to go and have the edge Sunday against the Broncos. That's the only official punch I've got for Sunday. We may get some more in here after the radio hour of the show ends. But is there any other official punches for tonight, guys? We've got a few NBA games on. We've done our college basketball, and we didn't do any college football for tomorrow. So whatever you guys got, NBA tonight or college football tomorrow, let's hear it. JR or Curtis, whichever one of you wants to start first.
Yeah,
go ahead, JR.
Yeah, earlier in the week, remember, I really loved the Georgia -6 against Texas. And then, of course, our beloved Cards to cover the -3 against Clemson. NFL-wise, I do love Philly plus 3.5 against Detroit, which, the odds are not great for a straight, so you'd have to parlay it with something. But this is an A+ grade rating based on analytics, so plus 3.5, -274. You could even take their money line. I definitely think Eagles get the job done here.
Okay, there it is.
I like Tyrese Maxey to get 30+ points tonight facing the Pistons, who we already, I believe, had 34 against. 5 road games this year, averaging 34 points per game. No Joel Embiid. VJ Edgecombe is questionable. NBA Cup's on. I think he gets a lot of scoring. And then I'll be at this next game, college football, Indiana, Wisconsin tomorrow at noon. And I think Indiana goes over their team total of 36.5 after, last week had that little, scary, comeback win against Penn State. And, committee's going to be looking for, more blowout wins for them these last 2 games. So They're 5-1 to this over at home, so I think they put a number on Wisconsin.
I like it. I've got one final official punch for tonight. It is going to be Julius Randle. He's been covering for me lately. He's been doing the job for me. I've got him for over 21.5 points tonight going up against the Kings. I do think that the way that the Timberwolves play, if they don't hit shots early, the Kings can keep up and stay with that pace as long as there's not a crazy amount of threes being rained in from the Wolves. With that being said, though, I do think that with the matchups out there, I think Julius Randle's going to have an advantage. I think he gets to that 22 points tonight, as well as there's going to be a lot of attention on NBA Cup vibe going on. Give me Julius as that secondary piece to go in there and be that scorer for them tonight at 22-plus points. This is going to wrap us up, though, here on the radio side of things. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for listening here to the Ticket Punchers right here on WXVW 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. We'll be right back on YouTube, on X, if you want to continue listening. But we'll be back next week on Tuesday right here at 5:30. Let's go punch some tickets, fellas.
Punch those tickets.
All right, fellas. We've gotten our official punches out. It seems like I actually do have to jump off, though, because I've got something starting up here on the radio pretty much immediately. St. X football. Yeah, I'm like, I got to hop off, but I'm not moving from where I'm sitting. Kind of makes me mad a little bit, but I got to hear what the board's coming out. So
me and Curtis didn't want you on here anyway, big dog.
Fellas, I'm giving out my GT, Georgia Tech plus 15.5 tonight. Colgate under 66.5 tonight. Those are college basketball official punches for me tonight. Julius Randle, 22-plus points is my third official punch for tonight. I did not give out a Saturday play, and I did give out a Sunday play, but we didn't give out the triple punch parlay, fellas. I did want to give, before I leave stream, I wanted to give out our parlay pieces for tonight. If you guys have them, if you have yours ready, I feel like there's pretty good amount of things we can find for tonight if it's college football or NBA. But anyone of you already have your triple punch piece ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you two go first.
Go ahead.
Wait, does it have to be for the? Or actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
go. Friday.
Actually, you go ahead, JR.
Damn it.
I don't want to take nobody.
I like Andrew Wiggins over 22.5 points plus rebounds, minus 122. That's my favorite, but give me a second. I might have another one. My number one favorite is K. Dotton for 4 catches on Sunday, but that don't help us today. but we can utilize that later. I like Michael Bridges, 4 rebounds, minus 139. I can't decide one. Draymond Green, 8 points, minus 118. Shit. You know what? We're going to trust old Draymond here. He's good for a 3 ball. He's good for a couple putback layups against old Wemby. Already played him. He's covered it. Minus 118. Draymond Greensky over 7.5 points against San Ann tonight. Minus 118. Book it.
Okay.
I hate it because you know me. I hate putting centers on prime time. But he's a dog. He'll figure it out.
I got one, fellas. Call me crazy. This is a plus money play for our triple punch parlay.
Take it off.
I could probably, and you guys, neither one of you are going to like it. One, it's a player from a school we don't like.
Uh-oh.
2, it's a prop we don't typically bet anymore. We've all learned our lesson on this prop.
Reese.
But PJ Washington is hitting 2+ 3-pointers tonight, fellas.
Who do they play?
They play the Clippers, and AD's back. AD's back tonight means PJ, get that ass back to the corner, boy. You guys know it. None of you ain't doing no 25 and 14 rebounds again. We're not getting that PJ Washington. We're getting good old 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 foul PJ. That's the one we're getting tonight. Now that he's getting back into the role he knows, and that's going 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. And he's going to hit 2 of them tonight.
What's the odds?
Obviously, I want to bet that. I genuinely believe he's hitting 2 tonight. The plus 102 makes me a little bit weird because now I got to go look at the numbers. But here's the thing: he's been playing the 5. He hasn't been playing the stretch 4. He's been playing the 5 when AD's out. 2 plus 3s at plus 102. But he's gonna get more attempts up. Like, let's go see I want to go see the attempts in games AD's played. Is really what I should have done before even saying anything about that prop. But when AD plays, PJ is a shooter. When AD doesn't play, PJ's the role man. So he's gonna be back out there tonight. I need to go look at the stats.
I'm pulling it up. Well, Curtis, looks like our streak is coming through.
For me, I would just go Louisville money line. I mean,
smart man.
I think we bounce back tonight.
3 points made with.
Honestly, I would have been more scared about this game had we, beat Cal. Like Clemson, that's been a game that's kind of been circled. Like you never know. But yeah, I feel more confident after a loss that we handle business still at the crib. So. Yeah, I think we get it done. Like if we won the other day, the spread would be like 5.5, I believe, right now, rather than the 2.5. So
we play today, don't we?
Yeah, tonight. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Was it 8 time?
I think 7.
7 at home.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. In his last 10 games,
7:30.
In PJ Washington's last 10 games, he's covered this twice.
Yeah. Well, but no, you got to add the filter with AD in it.
With AD.
I know. I'm just saying.
He missed Indiana. He had 2 against OKC. He had 1 against Toronto, 2 against Washington, 2 against San Antonio, 0, 1, 2, 3 last season in April. His last 5, he's 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So he's 60% in the last 5, 50% in the last 10, head-to-head 0. So if we take out the AD filter,
0, 2. Well, I did the last 10 games. Some of this last season.
Yeah. If we take off the AD filter, just last 5, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, which is 20%, and then last 10 is 20%.
So he's hitting more when AD plays.
Yeah. 60 percentile. He missed one game by 1, and then he had the Indiana game 10-29-0.
Because he's getting the attempts in all of them.
Yeah, 2-2, 1-2-0. Yeah.
So for the 3-pointers made, he averages 4.1 attempts, which is 20% of his shooting volume. and he's playing 29.8 minutes.
Now, what do the Clippers allow, Curtis? I haven't looked at that today.
In terms of 3-point percentage,
you call it power forward threes?
If it was, I'd probably change this just because he's questionable with the left shoulder strain.
Yeah, they have him questionable, but they didn't take his props off all day.
Yeah. What time is this game? Late.
Yeah, I think it's a late game.
Well, 8:40. It's 8:40. So
until 7. I mean, I would have an alternate just in case because I feel like that's what's going to happen. We're going to wait, punch it. We're going to push out on the Ticket Punchers X, and then he's going to get scratched. So I would just say have a caveat as a backup if you want to select another.
So Clippers allow the most threes to the small forward position. Yeah. 80's back in. That's what position he'll be at. They allow the most in the entire league.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking it, fellas.
Yeah.
I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
And you said you're on the Cards money line?
Yep.
All right, I'll rock with you. That's your pick. I'm not. I'm just rocking with the parlay pieces.
Yeah.
I don't bet the Cards, but
I typically don't. But
triple punch parlay is different now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the?
I'm sick. I haven't taken none of the two that we hit on.
I've taken all of the parlays. I've bet every single triple punch parlay, but it has not been by itself, so I have not been able to hit them. What do you like on it for tonight, JR?
The triple punch?
Yeah, your punch on there.
I got the Draymond Green.
Oh, that was a punch. I thought you were making that an official punch.
No.
That's your triple punch play. What was the prop again? I'm sorry.
Draymond Green over 7.5 points, minus 118.
I like it.
Only thing can hurt us is a technical two technical.
Nah, seriously. Or just
chances
one
of that. It's funny. The chances of that are way higher than it should be.
Or just a flagrant two.
Damn, they've already moved his line. Or did you take an alt?
No.
Yeah, I see 8.5 too. Yeah.
See, JR always catching them slipping. Philly, he's always catching them slipping.
Yeah, I'm knowing.
Gosh, I wish you would have had a. I wish Philly kind of would have picked an NBA game so I could use the boost.
You can still take the 7.5. It's minus 166 up from minus 118. I mean, shit.
Here, you can go Mikal Bridges over. I was going to take Sterling. Now it's juiced over his 17.5 points. I really like that without Brunson.
No, I'm going to rock with this triple punch. I'm going to place it.
It is a spicy one.
I didn't know.
I got a 50%. I like using those 50% on 2 legs. So I'll throw that 50% on a 2 leg.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Patrick Beverly? You say Patrick Bev what?
He just got arrested.
Oh, surprising.
Oh, dear.
It's fun.
All right, fellas, I got to hop off of here. You guys keep going if you want. I really appreciate you. Triple punch. Do you want me to send a screenshot of it to
Yeah.
You could.
What was you about to ask her?
What do y'all think about Bucks and Hornets? The Bucks favored by 9.5. Melo's back to 9. I know they just played.
Hornets looked good last night, fellas.
I think it's a little bit too. I mean, I don't really.
Hornets looked real good last night.
But Melo's back.
Yeah.
NBA Cup.
Yeah.
It is point differential though. Did y'all see last Friday all the NBA Cup games? The winner won by double digits. Every single one, all 11 games.
Didn't see that
because they played hard.
It was crazy. All 11 of them was blowouts, bro. It
wasn't last night. It was 2 nights ago. The Hornets beat the Bucks 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
they looked great, but there was no Giannis, so.
Oh, that's right. Giannis was out.
Still probable.
But the Warriors beat the Spurs with Wemby playing.
Oh yeah,
they played 2 nights ago in their
bounce back because the Warriors.
Curry went berserk.
The Warriors looked shitty 3 nights ago, but 2 nights ago they bounced back.
They beat Spurs, right? Because Steph went off, didn't he? Yeah.
Curry had like 33 or something.
I think
he had like 33 in the second half.
Yeah, he had like 46, I believe.
Yeah, he had 46. Wemby tripped up too.
Bro, Wemby and Stephon Castle had a triple double.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In the
First players
same
to have a
game.
triple double and lose
in Spurs history
yeah,
and
Spurs.
to lose. Yeah.
I didn't watch it because after the OKC butt whooping, I was like, man, Spurs about to blow them out. But
Bro,
Curry,
They've been blowing everybody out. Thunder.
Four niggas had 30, and the Spurs still lost.
That's
Are you serious? Defense. 4 people on the Spurs had 30?
The Wemby had 36, Fox had 36, Vassals had 35, Castle had 31.
You looking at minutes, brother. You gotta be looking at minutes.
Wait, I'm tripping. Why did they switch that around?
No, they switched it, bro. It's been messing me up too, dog.
Why did they switch? That's so stupid to know. I've done that like 3 times this season already.
Dude, yeah, it messed me up the other day too. Cause I'm like, DeAndre Hunter got 20 points already? What? Nope, that's minutes.
I was going to look. I was like, 4? That's 120 points. I was like, if they lost, that's crazy.
Yeah, 4 people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, tweaked there. But all right, fellas, I'm out of here.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Catch you guys later.
Yes, sir.
Bunch some tickets.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. He said 4 of them have 30.
I'm like, hold on. What? I didn't see that. No, the minute thing, that's been messing me up too, for sure.
The only way I've seen that is like overtime, and I think I still ain't never seen 4 people with 30 because that
would be insane. They would have to score at least like 160 off the bat.
That'd be like 26 shots plus a piece.
Yeah.
18 makes,
right.
Bunch of free throws, double overtime.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, but good stuff.
You got any parlay pieces for I get off here?
Yeah.
For NBA?
Yeah, I got a bunch if you want to punch them in.
Yeah, I ain't got to look at much, so like I'm trying to use this 50% boost for these games. Come on.
Yeah. I got let's see. I had Jonathan Isaac over 4.5 rebounds, minus 118.
Okay. Or
you could water him to 4 to make it even kill. You know, that hook is where they get us every time. I'd probably do 4. For Sunday, I had Juan Jennings for 3.5 receptions, minus 136 against Arizona, which they rank like 27th in DB performance. So I think they're going to try to incorporate him a little bit more in that slot.
I like that.
Andrew Wiggins. Yep. Andrew Wiggins over 22.5 points and rebounds against New York. Michael, he don't play no damn defense.
Yeah.
So Wiggins always plays good, and they're at New York, so I really like that one. Kate Otten, 4 receptions, minus 138. For Sunday, I had Michael Bridges over 3.5 rebounds, minus 139. That's the one thing he does do, since they always have him running the baseline or his man's always in the corner. He gets a lot of those short-sided rebounds. A minus, great on that. The analytics say take the under in the San Antonio Golden State game, but I don't trust it. It's 236.5 minus 118. I would say squeeze it down and then take the over if you're going to take a straight.
Okay.
But coming off a big Steph performance, I mean, they're typically spot on with the numbers. So I mean, it probably will go under. I mean, 236 is a lot of points. It's almost 116, 117 a piece, give or take.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner under 5.5 assists, minus 144. I'd alt it up to 6 maybe. But Brooklyn, he turns into I want to score the ball machine, and
and Paulo's out.
Paulo's out. So no passes. Analytics say take the Brooklyn and Orlando over at 221.5, which I do think without Paulo, it's going to be a very up and down game. Claxton's been scoring 15, 18, 20, double. So you got MPJ. I think it definitely goes over. You're looking at a 111 a piece type game. And then Draymond's over 7.5. That's already moved. I like Wemby double minus 350 against Golden State. They have nobody that can guard that alien.
I mean, his 10 plus rebounds is minus 500. So That honestly don't even make sense. That's crazy.
Double all day.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely.
I try to find the stuff where we can squeeze out some fluff.
Mm-hmm.
I was eyeballing Max Christie, which I don't understand why this is trending, but Max Christie over 17.5 PRA minus 115. I hadn't got a chance to analyze the line yet, but it's a A-grade line, so I was like, interesting.
Okay.
Harrison Barnes, 2.5 rebounds, minus 136. Former team, revenge spot. He always plays hard against them. It's a.
Who'd you just say?
Harrison Barnes.
Oh, Barnes, yeah, against the Warriors. Okay.
State. Yeah. Easy 3 rebounds, in my opinion. For Sunday slate, I had JJ McCarthy over 2 touchdowns, minus 118. That's a sleeper leg against Chicago, who are bottom 10 in defensive back ratings. So I think he's going to sling it. JJ had a bad game against the Birds last week, so I think he's going to open up a little bit this week. That's all I had, besides all the college lines. But close to game time, I'll add on to it and build some more. But that was all the good stuff that I found.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Did you have anything? You said you didn't get a chance to look at anything?
Not much, bro. I've been busy. I've been trying to dig all week for real, but just haven't had much of the time. So
I know how it is, man. Yeah. I know how it is. We can put together something and push it out. I was surprised that all my NFL legs hit last night. That my parlay, that was a plus.
Yeah,
it almost hit, dude. I was like,
was it plus 1,400 or something like that? That I saw.
33.
And you just missed that Johnson. God dang,
20 yards, and I thought he had a catch or two, but I might have mistaken him for the Mason Taylor. But I could have swore Johnson. Maybe he caught it and then dropped it, which would have covered. But
penalty taken back, something like that.
Plus 1433, and then I had
hot on those, bro.
Yeah, I built.
Well, you miss it by 1, bro.
Every time I call it the dingling. I always get caught. The dingling.
Oh gosh,
they will F you every time.
Yeah.
Oh, dingling, pause. But yeah, the other one I built was crazy. I added on. This one was plus 9,228. I don't know if Kate posted this or not, but the only legs that miss out of how many freaking legs this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 legs. I had Drake May 225. He had 281. Justin Fields 1 passing TD covered. Justin Fields 25 rushing, 67. Trevion Henderson 50 rushing. He had 62. Missed leg. Breece Hall, I thought he was going to get 10 yards receiving. He had 6. The game plan for like them was so weird because normally you would see teams like that run a lot of screens or a lot of dump down. Like, bro, Breece Hall, I think had like 1 or 2 receptions, which was crazy to me.
Bro, their offense is so it's strictly run the freaking ball. Like
I'd be running screen plays for him.
Yeah.
Just shift the line. Justin Fields roll out, dump back, and be.
He's one of the best receiving backs, bro.
I would be done. Matt Collins 25. He had 64. DeMario 2 catches. He had 3. Justin Fields 150 passing. He had 116. So that missed. And then Stephon Diggs 40. He had 105. Hunter Henry 15. 40. He had 45. Douglas 25. He had 36. AD Mitchell, I put him for 15 on this one. On the other one, we had him for 10. He only got 10. He missed by 5. And then Tyler Johnson, 5 yards, just 5. He got 0. So, literally 2 catches and 30 yards from freaking Fields. And, that's another damn 9,200 yard. 90 plus 92 plus 9,200 parlay. So, crazy crap.
Right.
But that college parlay, 6 legs, is plus 28.15, which I'm feeling good about that one, dude. Really good.
Send that in the chat.
I did.
Okay, back. So is that the one you sent it? Okay, back.
Yeah, High Point money line. Ole Miss, the game total over 140.5. Arkansas minus 24.5. Squeeze it down a little bit since we got good odds on it. Arizona money line, Clemson money line, New Mexico money line.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody should have a 10% booster. If you use the 10% booster, it'll put you at plus 3,097. I'm gonna put like 50 on it, 25, 50.
Hell yeah. Win a couple bands.
That's my cat for that. Yeah, we'll send it out. I know we got 13 active watchers on YouTube here. Let me double check.
Roman said he forgot to look at the text line. We had hella texts.
Yeah, he's been forgetting like crazy. But yeah, we got 14 in here now. So if you guys missed the college play, we'll push it out here on the Twitter. I just said it twice. It's a 6-leg plus 3,097, and then our triple leg for the three of us is Draymond Green over 7.5. It's moved to what, 8.5?
Yeah.
Just water it down. Take the minus 160 odds on that. PJ Washington 2+3s. That's Roman. So guys, if we lose, if me and Curtis cover and we lose because of Roman, we're gonna blame Roman. We're gonna spam Roman's email all weekend.
I saw this the other day, shaking my head.
Yeah.
Last week, Ohio State, but yeah.
And then cards from Curtis minus 124. We better get that. If we don't get if everything else loses, but we get that, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll push that out. We'll have Kate, our marketing specialist, push everything out to us, and then we'll also have some of Curtis Philly's pick, my picks individual, and then I think Roman didn't have much except I think he had 2 legs. I didn't get a chance to write those down, but we'll push everything out. You got anything else, Kurt?
That's it for me, brother.
All right, man. Go Cards.
Go Cards. Let's punch them tickets, man.
Let's punch some tickeronis. And then we'll push out some other college stuff, probably for football in the morning for everybody who's looking for college lines. I know I had a couple texts like, where's the college football? We're still digging, but we'll look at that tonight. We'll probably tweet out some stuff tonight as we put our heads together, and then we'll dig into NFL over the next 24 hours. So let's punch some tickets, everybody.
Those tickets, man.
All right, Kurt.
All right, JR. I'll see you, brother. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, sir. You too. Adios.
All right.